Welcome back, my friends and family. Hey, fellows, nice to be with you one more time. Today, we're going to talk about West Africa. I was reading something, and it was talking about the valuation of Africa minerals, and it lists Africa, talking about the entire Africa now. That entire Africa total mineral was listed at $6 trillion. Right away, it hit me and said, that don't sound right. So I went back and looked at some things. I said, wait a minute. The DRC by itself value its mineral underground, not yet being mined, the ones just sitting on the ground, at roughly 35 trillion. So how come they value the entire Africa at just 6 trillion? Then I digged a little deeper to find out who did the report. It was the West. The West always undervalue Africa and the Caribbean. So they can get our minerals cheap and then resell it at high price. So today, I just want to say they value our resources. That's West. That's Africa's resources at $6.22 trillion. I'm here to tell you that that's a lie. A carefully crafted devaluation designed to keep us poor, keep us dependent, and keep our resource flowing out for pennies on the dollar. The real number is sitting somewhere about $65 trillion. And that's very conservative. But Western led agencies like the World Bank, IMF, and UN push natural capital accounting rules that sound scientific, but they are rigged. They count only proven resource. Now, when I say proven resource, they talking about the resource that they already mined in. They're not talking about the one that's not mined yet. They require expensive feasibility studies. Often, these studies are done by Western firms, and they turn around and applied extremely high discount rate that shrink the value on paper. This makes Africa nation appears resort poor in official reports, even while foreign companies fight behind closed doors to lock in extraction rights. Just to give you an idea, recently, Barrick Gold in Mali was cooking the books. When they went back and the Malian government went back and do an audit, they find out that Barrick Gold was only paying taxes on 1/10 of what they were taking out of the country. So when they decided, hey, you got to pay us all this money that you owe us from taxes, Barrick Gold decide, we're not going to do it. Mali went in and seized 400 tons of gold. That was gold that was getting ready to be shipped out. That wasn't accounted for on their books in Mali. So this is just to show you some of the things that the Western companies do to Africa and the Caribbean. Using the same style of valuation, that gave the DRC a famous valuation of $24 trillion. Figure that West Africa, it would be a ground zero then. Nigeria alone, talking about Nigeria and West Africa, has a conservative value of roughly 20 to 30 trillion dollars in oil, gas, gold, lithium, iron ore. That's just Nigeria. Let's look at Guinea, the world's largest bauxite producer. There's a value between 5 to 10 trillion. Let's go to Ghana. Ghana is valued between 2 to 5 trillion. Burkina Faso is valued about 0.6 to $1 trillion. If you add in Niger, Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Liberia, Sierra Leone on the list, these are not fantasy numbers, but they're geologically reality. So the West push their valuation because it's their company with the IMF and the World Bank that does the valuation and sleep to devalue the valuation when they get it. So it would allow the West to get the minerals for pennies on the dollar. So, and even when they undervalued, when they come in, they try to negotiate a cheaper concession. Sometimes they come in and they told your resource is not worth much. So they'll try to sign a deal for a 5% royalty, sometimes even less. The real profit are made in refining, processing, trading. All those are done overseas, far from Africa ports. This is the modern resource trap. Different from colonization in name, but it's the same concept. They're just not taking the people now they're taking the resource. But there's a way out, and slowly coming to fruition. West African nations are canceling contracts, are renegotiating contracts with foreign miners. And they're saying, if you don't pay us our fair share, we'll cancel these contracts and we'll do it ourselves. We now have the resource and the technical know-how to do it. West Africa is not poor. It's one of the richest blocks of land on the planet when it comes to untapped resource. But until we stop letting outsiders define our worth, we'll keep selling 1,000 necklaces for $5. It's time we rewrite our own valuation, sign our own deed, and build our own future. $35 trillion is just a drop in the bucket. And it's only going to get higher and higher. My folks, my people, please like and share this video. Spread the word so our people can be enlightened and know what's going on and know the true value of Africa and Africans. So please like, share, and subscribe so I can bring you more true facts and important things about Africa and the Caribbean. For now, we'll talk tomorrow. Have a good day.